Hello, quick update. Not a lot gone on this week. I've managed to, I think, rescue the chieftain, which I'll go briefly. Can't really see because of the light, but she's back on the diorama, and although very fragile, she will sit on the shelf quite happily. I've gone plain this time. I've done a bit of the weathering with the oil wash, which seems to have worked fine. Just a couple of things before I go into the Challenger. I've just watched Cohen's diorama video, which was excellent, by the way, Cohen. And he shared something on there about why he got back into modelling, and it struck a chord with me because I've only been doing this for 4 or 5 weeks maybe, and he mentioned PTSD. As a fellow sufferer, I salute you, Cohen, for coming out with it. I don't know what caused your PTSD. I've suffered with it for going on over 20 years. The first 15 of which I didn't know I was suffering from it. And it stems back to the Gulf with an incident, a friendly fire incident with the Americans, which I may talk about one day, but it's for another time. I don't hold anything against the Americans. War is chaos, and it always will be. The war movies glorify it to a certain extent, but take it from me, and I'm sure some of you guys out there will know where I'm coming from, it is absolute chaos. Nobody knows what's going on half the time, and it changes from minute to minute. And that leads me on to my second point. That's solely the reason why I started modelling. I do see a counsellor for my PTSD and associated depression, and she suggested getting into a hobby. And part of the hobby, when I told her about the hobby and the forum and things like that, she said, why don't you start making videos as an exercise in seeing how other people, or seeing yourself as other people see you. Because one of the problems I have was having a negative opinion of myself, and sometimes good days, bad days. But anyway, today's a good day. I haven't really got a lot done this week because of the heat and just being a bit lethargic. However, I have watched a heap of YouTube videos, so I've educated myself that way. Thanks, by the way, to all my subscribers. I've got 20 now, so to name but a few: Atomic Dog, Cohen, Norm. Thanks, guys, and your comments are very much appreciated. I do need the encouragement. But anyway, on to the Challenger. So the Challenger is green, like I discussed prior to this. I'm trying to do it as authentic as I can. So I did a primer coat, and I've just done the green. The good news is, again, it doesn't really show on here, but the anti-slip surface has survived, and I think that once she's painted, sand coloured, a dry brush will bring it out with a lighter colour. I think it's going to be quite good. I've been studying pictures like mad, because one thing I've learned is, as we get older and we retrain, we shift memories out of the door. I used to teach people to drive and maintain these things, and I discovered that I've just forgotten so much. But one of the things I did remember was little discrepancies on this model. Even when I go on the internet, I see guys who have made this kit as the box intended, and even guys who've scratch built and done replicas. There's things on it that don't ring true, like this. I painted that in whole red. I don't know that it's going to make any difference, but once I've painted this sandy coloured, this is going to go on like so, and I'll probably give another coat of sand, see if I can get the tonal difference, because this armour was added when we got to Saudi Arabia, and I'm sure it was painted in red lead, and this whole red is the nearest I've got. On a lot of the models you will see the track adjusting kit on the front of the vehicle, which is the TA bar, still on the sprue, but you've got the TA ratchet there, and the extension bar. Now on every picture I've got on my tank it wasn't there, and I can't for the life of me think where it was. I've got an idea that we may have put it in this chieftain bin here, with the bar just supported down the side there. That's where I'm going to put it. I can lose the ratchet and the extension bar, but just for realism, I'm going to trim that TA bar down and have it sitting there. As a result of that, of me thinking about that, because I'm sure it was there, excuse me, I realised that I'd attached the chieftain bin wrong. If you look at it's right now, but if you look at the pictures on the forum, I had it flush, glued with the top edge, as opposed to the, I can't read. If you see the chieftain bin there, there's quite a distance between the turret and the top of the bin. That is a correct fitting. I had done it with this edge flush against the turret. And it was only thinking about the track adjusting kit that brought it home to me. I'm not going to take the wheels off to paint. I'm literally going to paint it as is now. I'm going to spray it and see what comes up. I've got work for 3 days, so spraying's not going to happen now till next week. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, like I said, I've done the drums, the fuel drums for the back. I've done them in red lead as well. Whether it works, it might be a waste of time, who knows, but it'll be interesting to see. To glue these on, I know I spoke about it in a prior video, what I've done, you can't really see it there, but there's a ridge where it glues. There's mascol along there. I'm going to peel that off after I've painted the first coat of sand, and I've done the same for the fuel drums at the back, the little recesses. I've just put mascol in there. Once I've painted, get a pin in there, pull the mascol out, glue, and Bob's your mother's brother. Well, that's about it for this update, guys. Hope you're all doing well and this weather isn't killing you too much. I shall be back probably next week. Enjoy your modelling and keep it in your trousers. Ta-da!